Hi guys, welcome to Data Talk with Ifine. In my previous video, I discussed about tools in data analytics and how it can be used in data analysis. I discussed about Excel, Power BI, Python, and SQL. In today's video, I'll be giving a practical example on how some of these tools can actually work together. I'll be using Excel, SQL, and Power BI. So enjoy the video, guys. So guys, as earlier mentioned, I'll be using SQL, Excel, and Power BI to explain data analysis work too. So what you currently see on my screen is a MySQL Workbench interface. The first line is telling us that I created a database called Data Warehouse. The second line, command line, is saying that I want to use the database warehouse. Then the third command line is me trying to retrieve a particular table called BMW from it. What a data analyst basically do when working with SQL is to collect data, save data, retrieve data whenever the need be, and run some basic cleaning or analysis. That is what we call data engineer. Someone that manage data or data sets is called a data engineer. It's like a field under data analysis. So as I was saying, this is the data set I want to be using for my analysis. I've retrieved all of them. I also checked they are all intact. Their naming, the data type, and the values are all intact, well arranged. So the next thing I'll be doing is to export this data. This data was collected some years back, and now the need be that I use it to run an analysis. I was asked to do that, so what I'll be doing now is to export this data. How do I do that? From my interface, you can see export, right? When you click on it, it brings out a file location path for you. So I want to export it to my document and a folder called my file. I'll be naming it BMW, and is asking me should I save it as a CSV file or as an Excel worksheet. Let's just use CSV file. CSV actually stands for comma separated values. It's like a file type under file savings. So I click on it, click on save. So it won't tell you your work have been saved, but you can just go and check it. I file, and this is it. This is the work saved. I can open it. Excel can open CSV file without any interruption. So this is the file I'll be working with. So we've successfully exported our file into our computer system. So the next thing we'll be doing is to open our Power BI. I just opened our Power BI, and I want to bring that file I saved from my MySQL into this Power BI. How do I do that? I go to get data. It will give me options of data source. I want to get a text/CSV file. Then I'm choosing the part where my file is being saved, and this is my file. Then I click on open. So this is a preview of my data set. It's asking me, do you want to load it directly? Do you want to transform the data, like do some basic data cleaning before loading it, or do you want to just cancel? I'm guessing the work is already cleaned, so I load directly. It's loading. It has loaded, and you can see it from here. So we'll just run a little visualization to explain Power BI further. We'll check for total sales. We'll also check for average sales, and we'll run some few charts. To check for total sales, you have to create a calculated column. To do that, you go to your model view. You click on new measures. From here, you can now write the command. So we want to check total revenue, and the formula is sum, you open parenthesis. It's giving you option of your columns. What do you want to sum? I want to sum my revenue. I want to know the total revenue I got. After writing the command, I click on good. So if you notice, it has created a calculated column for me, total revenue. The next thing I want to do is to know my total units sold. So to do that, I click on new measures again, and I type total name, the name total units sold. Then I drop my command, units sold, and I click on the code. So now I've created two calculated columns. To check it, we have to create a KPI that can visualize those two commands or two calculated columns we just created. So to do that, under your visualization, you look for card is what we'll be using. You click on it. So the first card we'll be doing is total revenue. You just click and drag it to the field, and this is it. It's telling us our total revenue is 472 billion. This was the money we realized over the years. Now, to do for total units sold, you click on your card also, then you drag your total units sold to the field. So our total units sold is 7 million, and this is the tag to the total units sold is 7 million. So this is our KPI for our BMW sales. The next thing I'll be doing is to create charts and a slicer, but let's create a slicer first. So the slicer we'll be needing is model and region. Under this place, you will look at slicer. You see slicer, you click on it. The first slicer I'll be needing is model. I want to know names of my car, and this is the slicer. This is a list of my BMW car model. I'll take it to this side. Then the next one I'll be needing is my region, slicer for my region. I click on slicer, then I look for region here, and this is region. Click and drag also. This is a list of my region, and I think I should add another slicer. That's for year. To do that, I click on slicer, then I drag it to the field. So this is that for year. This work is not arranged as supposed. It's just like an eye-opener on how all these tools work together. So this is the slicer for my year. Now let's do just basic few charts. You should create a line chart to check trends, revenue trends via year. So to do that, I will take my year to my x-axis and my revenue where you exist to my y-axis. So this is it. With seeing this chart, you can easily tell that the business is running out of revenue. There is bad or lower revenue being generated in recent time, because from 2018 to 2019 the revenue was stable, then it dropped from 2019 to 2020. This is me explaining my charts to my board or my viewers. Let me also create a chart to know how our car models, the money they have generated so far. So I'll be using a bar chart. Then in this bar chart, I will add model, and I also add revenue. So from this bar charts, BMW model X7 had the highest revenue so far, and followed by IOX, and the lowest was mini BMW. Then let me show you how the slicer work. If you want to know a particular information for a particular model, you can just click on it. Then it gives you the information about 3 series. It's telling you that the total revenue generated from the model 3 series is 43 billion and 891,000 units sold. Then this is the chart that shows the revenue trends over the years, and this is the model, the revenue generated for the particular model. You can also do that for other models. This is the information. This is how interactive our Power BI is. And if you want to uncheck this, you can just click on this cancel. Let's check China. Let's see information about China. This is the total revenue for China, the total units sold, and the rest of the information. So guys, I was able to import our BMW dataset into our Power BI desktop. I also created a calculated column to show our total revenue and that for our total units sold. I created slicers for model, region, and year. I also did added charts to show trends, revenue trends over the year, and a bar chart to show how our BMW models generate money for us over the year. Before I end this video, let me quickly show you how the year slicer work. You can reduce your year, expand it. Expanding it means you are showing all the year over the years. You can also reduce it to show a particular year. Like now, it's only showing from 2018 to 2019. So all this information you're seeing only revolves around the year 2018 to 2019. If you want to see just 2018, you reduce it, and this is the information for just 2018. Assuming you want to see the whole year, you expand it as usual, and this is the data for the whole year. So guys, this is how Excel, SQL, Power BI can be used in data analysis. If you haven't liked, comment, share, or subscribe to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for?